Alright, so, last time, you guys fought and defeated the Maestro. He was the conductor of the pit and the orchestra. This is one of the three options you are given to recover a crystal to be able to get the Tahano back to the prime material plane. Say that 3 times fast. They were stranded in the Feywild after teleporting their city away due to the threats of the Drow attacking. After you guys defeated the dragon and the Drow have seemed to retreated, the Tahano have decided that it is right for them to return, but they needed a bit of help to do that. So you have obtained the baton of the Maestro, and have just stepped out of the teleportation circles with all the catatonic bodies. I think you have like 9 or something like that. I'll have to recount.
You didn't give us a number.
I can. Give me one second.
It was because of teleportation circle. You didn't give us a number. You just said we could take them all.
So there are nine folks who are catatonic. So that's where we pick up. You just stepped out of a teleportation circle. You've messaged Alice, and you didn't really get a response. You just heard her yelling commands as she heard your message.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, the door to the magic circle room flies open, and you see Alice there, dressed in the full mantle with the staff. Her hair is more gray than when you left. More white. She looks the 3 of you over, lingers on using more than the other 2. All of you look bad. Even you, Vath, like you're covered in blood and whatnot. But you feel...
I feel like I would look better than the others now.
You feel good. You don't look great. Mostly because of the trauma you took.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Just like the blood and other things that would be on you. And then she looks to the 9 people you brought with you. I think some are still like slung over your shoulders, you 2 strong folk. Yeah, that's where we are. What would you guys like to do?
Said the 2 strong folk.
Yeah.
After the teleportation. After the teleportation, Zine landed with a knee, someone slung over her shoulders, and will stand up, door open, and say to the others, whatever, what are they called? Not crownsmen, but the grove keepers.
Grove tenders, yeah.
Grove tenders will say, take the ones that look the worst first and work on them. If any of them are laughing uncontrollably, the spell Lesser Restoration will help. Otherwise, I don't know their ailments or discomforts outside of basic needs. We know not the time they've been entranced or how, but please save as many as you can. If race is a problem, send them to me. None shall be lost that we can save. And Zine will essentially take charge and command and go towards a wing that she figured would be empty. And head that way. And as she heads that way, she'll say, if you can't heal the children, if there are any, send them to me.
But you know there's no children. They're all adults.
Okay.
But like as you're like giving commands, Alice just like there's like I don't know, probably 10 to 15 grove tenders just like in the hallway outside the room, just like waiting for instruction. Alice just like walks in the room and just comes straight to you and gives you. Let me pull this up here. Zine, you heal for 22 points. And Esmore, you heal 14 points. She looks at you, Vath. You don't look hurt. Do you need any healing?
I feel perfectly fine.
And can Zine hear that?
Vath, just give me an insight check. I mean, you two know what happened. You can see like a micro expression on her like brow kind of furrows as she doesn't entirely believe that you're completely fine, but she's not going. This is not the time to talk about it, nor is she probably the one that should talk about it with you. But she doesn't necessarily believe that you're totally fine, but she believes that you don't have any physical wounds.
And
yeah, everyone's prying into my personal life.
As someone who heard it and understood what happened, can Zine say to Alice, please, just inspect him. Like, things are happening that we don't know. And we'll leave it at that and trudge forward to help the people in need.
We have some bigger issues as she like looks to the people that you guys are just like have on your shoulders. Lesser restoration's no problem, but who knows what these folks will need. Yeah.
We don't know, but
she leads you all to rooms that were like prepared.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly. And it's a room with multiple like natural grown beds just lined up, and you lay the folks down. And the grove tenders start checking him out. There's a couple just like gathered around Uranus because he was a grove tender, and they're like, we don't know what the fuck's happening. Yeah. What would you like?
What of the?
Everything sounds.
What of the body of? What of the body of? And I'm looking for a name in my notes. I know who I'm trying to talk about.
Uranus?
The guy who, yes, Uranus.
Yeah, like grove tenders are gathered around him and be like, he's catatonic. We don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
You can see one of them like tries to cast something on him, and just like kind of shrugs like nothing happened.
Despite the others and what they tell people, Zine will be hard at work on the people in the catatonic state.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm expending at the bare minimum lesser restoration, feeding them food, or trying to break whatever charm. If that expends extra spell slots, sure.
So lesser restoration doesn't have an effect, but the thing that you learn from casting it is that each one of these people kind of feels hollow inside. From like a magic standpoint for like restoration, having something to grasp onto, there's just kind of nothing in there. And all of them are still very much alive. They're just, catatonic.
Yeah, hold on. I'm reading. Oh, wrong button. Reading something. I have. Nope, I have none. Never mind. Doing everything I can, make sure they're stable.
Yeah,
I have no
they
greater
they're
restriction
they're
spells.
uninjured, as far as you can tell. They're unresponsive. Uh, Beth, Alice comes up to you. She's a bit taller than Zine by a fair bit, but much shorter than you. Um,
Yeah.
um, she looks up to you and just kind of motions to the bed that's like kind of next to you and says, "Do you mind?"
What's up?
Well, it seems like Zine was worried about you.
Yeah, I figured. What about it?
You mind if I take a look?
Go ahead.
No? Have a seat.
I do
And
so.
she... Let me pull up her character sheet. Alright. Um,
Yeah.
so, you sit there patiently as she starts to check you over. Um, and, when you didn't really notice it while you're in the heat of battle, but your, like, upper arm just, like, has gotten sore and aches. As if, like a healing burn. Um,
Hmm.
um, and she, I mean, she doesn't look under any of your armor or clothing, anything like that, but she gets around the back of your neck and you just hear, interesting. And she moves on from that. Um, and she's like, she kneels in front of you and says, "Are you aware of the scales on your neck?"
I've been aware of it for a bit.
And you're not worried about them?
Not as much as I should be, I guess. I have my reasons.
In my limited experience with human physiology, you don't typically grow scales.
Yeah, I figured. It might have something to do with this, and I'm gonna pull out the mask.
Let me see if she knows the significance of this thing. Um, she takes it from you and holds it and looks it over and she says, "It is certainly a very impressive piece of jewelry. Can you enlighten me as to what it is?" And she hands it back to you.
You know Tiamat, right?
Passing familiarity.
These are, well, this is an enchanted mask, and well, yeah. And long story short, these are there are different pieces representing a different kind of dragon, and from my understanding, each piece is enchanted with different kind of properties from that dragon, and they're used to, well, I'm not entirely sure.
And you suspect that the scales have something to do with this? If it is an artifact of Tiamat, you may very well be right.
Yeah. I mean, my magic didn't come from nowhere.
Suppose none of our magic comes from nowhere. Well, if this is the cause of your scales, you don't seem to be injured in any other way. I suggest limited exposure.
I don't use the mask too often unless it's dire situations like what happened back at where we were.
Just give me a charisma check for me. Like as level as your like candor is, she's very, very good at reading people. She is, you know, the leader of a nation. She just jumps straight to the point and says, "Someone died, didn't they?"
Yeah.
Wasn't Zine, she'd be far more upset.
True. Wouldn't be the first time either.
It's fucked.
You see her just like let out a small sigh.
I don't think you need to make any guesses as to who it was. You're probably right on it.
She
If
gives
Esmore
us
died, he'd still be dead.
she just gives a small nod. Says, "I know we don't know each other well, but if you need someone to talk to, you know where to find me, okay? And those two over there, I'm sure they'll listen too."
For sure.
I can't hear anything.
Neither of you can.
I have
Just
shit
try
in my
to keep-
ear.
Just try
Yeah.
to keep this personal. I don't want to worry them too much.
She gives you a nod and she stands up. "Well, you're alive and seem to be intact. Suppose I should make my rounds." And she leaves you be. Leaves you sitting on the bed.
Question, Danny, real quick.
Mhm. Yeah.
When it comes to Vast's death, I can't remember, was that during or was that after Esmore was not there? I'm trying to figure out if Esmore knew that Vath died or not.
I think I'm not
I
sure.
think it
I'd have
happened
to
in
go
that
back,
back
but I
room.
think you'd probably be aware of at least him going unconscious. I don't know if you'd be fully aware that he died. Zine absolutely knows that he died.
Okay, because
Yeah, I was at his body.
Yeah.
yeah, because I know I think
Yeah.
it happened in the back room, like behind
It was
No, we were on
no,
center
it was on the
stage.
stage, but I think you might have been charmed at that point.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
thinking. So
Yeah,
He
so
was charmed.
you might
Zine
be
wasn't.
unaware of his death, but you knew for sure he was unconscious, which is rare for Vath.
okay. I don't
Vath
think
usually
it's
comes
ever
out of these
happened
things
since
unscathed.
Session,
So
yeah, I don't think it happened since session 0, so or session 1.
yeah.
Yeah, the TPK goblin session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go goblin. All right. What are you other
it's-
two doing while Vath and Alice have this conversation?
I'm trying to, as painlessly as possible, try to get this damn melted wax out of my ear because I can't hear a damn thing that's going on, and it's probably painful to my ear.
Okay. Roll
hair
roll
trying to
medicine
pull
check.
that shit out.
I'm real low on this. I really do.
You would
Okay.
would also probably have a grow tender help you get it out. To be honest.
You're
No, I'm
you
stubborn.
struggle with it a while, and you keep like pushing the grove tenders away. You don't want their help.
Nope.
Zine, you're also making the rounds, I assume.
Yeah, I'm busy.
I'm
I'm working on helping people.
Eventually, Alice appears by your side, and she asks you, "So, you have any thoughts about what's happening? You were there."
It was you.
You, Zine.
Okay. Repeat. I'm so sorry.
Do you have any thoughts about what's happening? You were there after all.
We found some pixies, and we cured them. I don't know if it's permanent or not.
Of laughing disease. Have you treated yourselves?
Yes. We have not, but we were only with
She
them
like
for a
motions to
short
the
while.
grove tenders, and some grove tenders immediately come over and lesser ushers and all of you.
Okay. Outside of that, we made it to the maestro, and it seems that more than once, Esmore fell to the hearings, the enchantment of joining them, and at the end he was fine. Same for Vath and I. And we got rid of the maestro. And I took his staff, or what one would call a baton.
It's a baton.
And
It's
Zine
it's like the
will,
same size as a wand.
yeah, Zine will reach into her pocket and pull it out and try to dismiss the stone from the baton or staff. We got it.
How are you trying to dismiss it? Just like think about it, or are you trying to pull it off? What are you doing?
A mix of both, I'd say.
Okay. You can either give me a a charisma check with your proficiency, or you can give me a strength check with a proficiency. Whichever you prefer.
Charisma.
Okay. So just like roll persuasion or whatever you're proficient with.
Well,
Proficiency,
so
not
some of
expertise.
those live with. Okay.
Yeah, you don't get double.
Not 20.
You pull out the baton and you see like immediate recognition in Alice's eyes. Like you have obviously got the correct thing. And you just kind of
Yeah.
hold up the baton. And you just stick your hand out, and the crystal falls off into your hand. And you immediately start to see it, not rapidly, but visibly start growing in size in the palm of your hand. You found it.
I'll say to Alice, we need to take this to where the crystal needs to be as soon as possible, and as soon as we can. We have to complete the ritual. I don't know how long we have, but it ever grows, and it's disturbing.
She agrees. And do you other two stay, or do you two accompany Zine and Alice?
What company?
Beth.
What? Are you accompanying us to the with the crystal?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
So you're
Yeah.
staying
Okay.
up in like the hospital ward with all the other grove tenders and the comatose folks. Yeah. After a couple minutes, um, 10 minutes or so, and by the time you get down there, it's like already the size of a football.
Zane will also be doing what she can to restrain the power until necessary.
Oh, it's growing at a consistent rate. You try to exert your will over the crystal, and it's just a crystal. It's returning to its original size. It seems like
Okay.
you broke whatever magical hold was on it, and now it's just slowly.
Yeah.
It's like the scene from Despicable Me where Gru steals the moon, and then it slowly grows inside the ship. Have you
Yeah.
seen that movie?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that reference, but I understand what's happening.
Yeah. Regardless, anyway, doesn't matter.
I'll steal the moon.
Come on, little girls, I'm going to steal the moon.
Steal the moon.
Okay. Yeah, so it's Zine, Esmore, and Alice, down in the chamber beneath, the central tree, which is, Arlenest. Found the name when I pulled up Alice's character sheet. You're underneath Arlenest, the major tree in the center that makes up the grand hall in the throne room and all sorts of other places. What do you do to get this crystal back in its place?
Are there any sort of runes in the area
Runes?
or magical substance that?
Give me a perception check.
Sure. Perception. Natural 20.
You can see large chunks of the previous crystal still hanging from the ceiling. There aren't any runes that would like magically levitate or hold something in place. It seems like the previous crystal was just simply embedded into the ceiling in some fashion and then shattered when it broke. Yeah,
Yeah.
you used all your natural 20s this session. Sorry.
Oh no.
Um,
Do I have any assertion of how to change one from another based off of that perception check? Or is there some sort of ritualistic effect?
let me see if Esmore wants to do anything. Would you like to do anything to try to figure this out, or are you going to try something?
I'm gonna kind of just wait and play by ear because now I don't have any ideas.
Okay. So yeah, Zine, give me I suppose an Arcana check would be the most appropriate thing.
Natural one, here we come.
You're wholly unfamiliar with these crystals,
Yeah.
so you don't know
Oh,
really what their
no.
properties are, except that they're vital in large-scale teleportation in plane shift.
Since I was with the Hano, can I see if I would know anything?
Give me an Arcana check, sure.
It's not gonna go well, but
Or
I might as
nature.
well try something.
You could do nature for you as well.
I mean, I did Arcana. So it's good.
What's your nature bonus?
My nature is +5. I'm also proficient in it, so.
Okay, so
Jesus.
that'd be a 23. You get the feeling that you know, much like birds of a feather flock together.
Lock together.
If crystals of a type stick together, it doesn't quite rhyme, but it feels right.
I hate it.
No, it's worth a try.
So essentially, if we put this crystal with the old one, then they should combine.
Zine, the crystal's about the size of a large chest. It's about 4 feet wide now. It's slowly
4 feet
getting
wide
heavier,
and
but
how tall?
I mean, it's starting to get unwieldy, but it's not too heavy to handle for you yet.
All right.
I'm gonna tell Zine
Would
to try
I
and combine the crystals.
understand
Hang on, one person at a
with
time.
Esmore's? Go ahead.
Esmore.
Oh, I'm just saying, telling Zine to try and combine the crystals.
Okay.
I will do such. I will try to put the crystal in my hands in the same space. And if
How are you
not,
getting there? Because it's about like the closest chunk in the ceiling is like 50, 60 feet away. Up on the ceiling.
I can cast fly with my harp.
Have you already cast fly with your harp?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, we use fast fly.
No,
Okay,
we
cool.
didn't use mine because we talked about that.
Yeah.
Cool.
But mine is unchecked, so I assume I can use fly.
Cool. Yeah, you cast fly. You
At 5th level,
you can pick however many creatures you would like. You can get everyone if you would like to.
how many? Yeah, I'll
I
pick
think you can pick
every.
3.
I mean,
Yeah, there's 3 of you in the room.
me, Alice, Esmore, and the head grove tender behind us.
No, it's the grove tenders aren't allowed down here. There's no grove tenders here.
Okay, so just us 3.
Yeah, and I think you can only
Me, Alice,
cast on
Esmore.
three people with a 5th level fly.
Probably.
If I'm right.
Probably.
Okay, so you all start flying. Alice has never flown before. Let's see how she does.
I would obviously give her some sort of direction.
She
that
starts
helps.
doing a slow motion backflip, just very slowly, kind of like kicking her legs. I don't know how to do this, as she like does a slow motion backflip.
I'm just gonna say, you looked like me about an hour ago.
She
don't wanna talk
like
about
tries to like playfully hit you with her staff, but completely misses, as she's like upside down, like hairs all in her face.
I would.
I'm gonna get
I
one
would-
finger on her head and just keep and like rapidly spin her.
She starts
Do a
spinning faster.
backflip.
Yeah. What are you doing while they fuck around?
Well, why they fuck around? Because this is out of time to. I would have stopped her and given her, like, holding her shoulders, looked her in the eyes, and said, given her instructions on just roll your way in the direction, and it should be fine. And after that, we'll continue up towards where
She rolled
the
a
crystal
5.
needs to be done.
She's not moving fast very far. And it's incredibly
Push her
unwieldy.
in a direction.
Not even with a bonus from my help.
That was advantage. So she rolled a 5 both times.
Oh no.
Both dice.
I'll, I'll just kind of grab her and kind of like, not like hard toss, but kind of like. Put
Throw
Like
her
she
towards-
drifts a
yeah.
little bit and she comes to a stop, and she's like still like she's like kind of floating at an angle. Like she can't make herself like be completely upright. She's like more at like a 45-degree angle. Her hair is just like off to a side. And now she's like partially over like this pit that extends down an unknown depth.
I don't know why I'm getting such joy out of Alice struggling.
She's having a hard time with this.
Uh,
Zine, you have to shift the crystal up to your shoulder. It's gotten pretty big. It's probably about the size of you now.
At that point, I would not pay attention to the Alice scenario
Good. Good call.
because someone is playing absolute stupid And I will
can't
try
not.
to. Yeah, I know. But I will try to remove the first crystal that is already there and replace it with the crystal that I am beholding.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh no.
Just combine them two together.
Hold up. My computer's being stupid slow.
Okay. I mean, this is
Athletics
Much
check.
better than I did in pub. It's great.
No, you can. Athletics.
that was acrobatics.
Oh, the acrobatics.
Try again. Try again.
No, that's animal. I can't read.
It's there you go. 11. You are like holding on to this crystal that's slowly growing. You can feel it growing. And like now it's like next to your head. You can hear it like kind of like tink tink.
Humming.
No, not humming. Like tinkling
Like
on the inside.
crystallizing
Yeah.
into a bigger expansion.
Yeah, it's like the crystal is
Oh, no.
like expanding and growing, but it's not like
Help.
it's not like enveloping you. You feel it like slowly
Well,
getting
I'm gonna
heavier
help.
and heavier on your shoulder. You like reach up and like try to
Help.
grab this other crystal. It's even though it like shattered, it's still smooth and you can't get a hold on it, and you're struggling with this other crystal that's on your shoulder. What do you do?
I'm gonna rush in and give Xena a hand by, trying to get the old crystal out for her.
Okay, you give me an
And
athletics
at the same
check.
time,
Well, I'm actually proficient, so. Ah,
A
shit.
6? No. You like grab a hold of it and you will yourself down and you just slip off and you end up going like 30 feet down before you catch yourself.
Shit. Alice?
Zine will look towards Alice and will essentially. So it's hard to describe,
Mhm.
but we'll take the shoulder from whatever advantage point it's at, lower it to her right side, and push up, sending her backwards. But we'll take Alice and possibly Esmore, who's trying to help.
Oh, Alice is like 50 feet below you. She's just floating there.
Shoot. I'll just keep pushing for it then.
You're still trying to remove the old crystal?
Remove it and
Shove
replace.
and
I'm
maybe
trying
it'll just
to
shatter
put
the
the
old
n-
one since it's already broken in a way.
Go and give me another
Let
athletics
it-
check.
Let it grow into it.
You're having a real hard time,
Oh,
and
God.
now give me a strength saving throw as this thing is getting too big and too unwieldy to hold. Okay, you managed to keep a hold of the crystal that's growing. What are you guys doing?
Can I cast a spell?
Keep on your concentrating on fly.
Yeah, let me think.
Dang it. Yep, you're right. I
Oh,
can't do sending.
Can I cast Thunder Wave on the old crystal?
Just get. No, shut the fuck up. Just get Vath here.
And we don't have
Please.
time.
Yes, we do.
At least let me try this real quick. God.
Like it
Go
took you guys,
for it, but if we
took you guys
fail, we
like
don't know if we have time.
it took you guys like 15 minutes to get down here.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, she'll
don't have
go, but like, if you think you can hold the thing for 15 minutes.
I will cast Thunder Wave on the old crystal to try and push it out. Yeah. It's just,
I mean, it's a crystal. It doesn't make a save. It takes double damage because it's a crystal. You see a sizable crack form, and you hear the crystal like kind of resonate, like hums.
I can do that. I can do that 2 more times, guys. That's all we can do. I'll do it
Zine,
again.
give me another strength save.
Oh,
22.
It
Hang
like starts
on.
to slip, and you like heft it up. You get a better hold on it.
just hang on for a minute. Just wait. Oh, another.
Here-
The crystal you're holding is about the size of a refrigerator now.
God damn. Strong.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the crack widens and grows. It's a strong crystal, but yeah, you are cracking it.
Jesus Christ.
Last time.
Zine, give me another strength save.
So that's what I can do.
Sure. 10.
The crystal slips out of your hands.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
What do you guys do? It is currently falling, and you don't know how deep this place is.
I guess we have to try and rush and swoop in.
Each of
and
you
try and
have
pick it up.
one action before it's out of reach. Of
I wish to
spells.
cast Levitate. 5th level.
Okay. What? I guess there's no upcast to it. What's your target?
No. The crystal.
Okay. The crystal stops and kind of hovers in place, and then you feel your stomach rise up as you start to free fall.
That's fine.
So, Esmore, what are you doing?
am I
You're now
close enough to the
falling.
I was saying, am I close enough to
I'm-
have react
if-
and try and grab onto the old crystal? Like
Nah,
the spot to
don't
try and catch
even-
myself?
Hang on,
Ignore it.
hang on.
Literally
No,
just-
it's his turn. Shut up.
Yeah, it is my turn.
Make an athletics check.
That's fine. I'll take damage. I don't care. Get this crystal in its place. Stop
You
thinking about
managed to
intricacies.
jam your hand into
That
the
was not
crack that
me.
you created, and you.
Wasn't me.
I know it's not you. It's fucking Esmore's turn. Shut up. Okay? Esmore, you managed to jam your head into the crack of the crystal, and you are now suspended there by your hand, and it hurts like fuck. Zine, you have fallen 50 feet. You are now
Yep.
level with the platform, and you are still falling.
Sure.
The crystal is now about 50 feet above you, just hovering in space. What did you do? You're about 20 feet from the edge of the platform to this area.
I cast Sending
Okay.
as my action.
What do you to who and what do you say?
To Vath.
Okay.
And I say, with minimal instructions on how to get here.
Okay, can you say this as if you're falling at a very rapid rate, please?
I mean, I can't be loud.
Try your best.
So I'll say, try my best.
This is gonna be good.
No, it won't. It'll be awful.
That's
Hold
what
on.
we're here for. The good, bad, and ugly.
We've been falling for 30 minutes.
Hold on. I need a check before then. Not in game, out of game. In a check. So, I need you to say if I get softer or not. Ready?
What?
Check, check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Getting
You
louder.
got louder, if anything.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what you did, but
That's
sure.
that's stupid.
Hey,
I
do have my
can't do
spell
it.
slots?
It's
Not
like
here.
whisper scream.
I'm gonna assume I might get my spell slots.
Zine will say
it
to
hasn't
send
been
in to
a short
Vath.
rest enough for you. We haven't been gone that long.
Alright, perfect, thank you.
Zine to Vath will say, hurry, we absolutely need help. As fast as you can. And that's it. Because at that point, I'd assume she would be close to hitting the ground.
We'll see.
That's just so annoying.
Vath, you get this message.
What am I doing at this time?
What are you doing?
Sitting in a room somewhere.
There's a bunch of catatonic patients in this room. There's Grove Tinders here.
I like to imagine Bats just sitting in a chair taking a nap, and then he just woke it up at the sound of Zine's voice.
Yeah, and she's panicked, and you actually hear the wind whistling, which
That's
is
like,
odd.
oh,
Yeah.
like, oh.
Somehow,
tempted to fall back to sleep.
those two have gotten themselves into trouble.
That's gonna have a leisurely stroll to wherever they are.
Okay, you
I
know
hate
where
you.
it is.
I hate everything
A
about you.
leisurely stroll.
In about
Just
25 minutes, Vath will enter scene.
Hate you.
So
Not
Alice
so much.
is going to. So Zine, as you pass the platform, you see like Alice, like just a brief flash. You see Alice getting to her feet. She extends the staff to you, and part of the platform turned into a long vine that whips out towards you and wraps you on the waist, and you swing about. You fall another like 20 feet, and then you smack the wall hard. You're gonna take damage.
Yeah, of course.
So you fell 80 feet. I'm gonna make you take half of that. Because I'm being kind.
You can make me take full.
No, shut up. You're already hurt. You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into the wall. And you feel the vine slowly start pulling you up. Esmore,
Yep.
you're still hanging by your hand. It hurts. What do? You see that Chris... Oh, also, Zine, give me a concentration check.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Uh-huh.
Constitution saving throw, or
Yeah. Esmore,
Yep.
you watch the crystal is like maybe 15 feet away from you or so. Maybe even closer. Maybe it's like 10 feet. But you just see it. You see it's growing. It's about the size. I don't know. What's slightly bigger than a fridge, but smaller than a Volkswagen Beetle. Somewhere in between there.
8 foot, an 8 foot general idea.
Thanks, Noah. Very, very descriptive.
I,
Really puts
I mean,
you. Really lets you visualize what the size of this thing is. But you
Yeah,
see this
it's
large
8
crystal
foot.
start
What do you
to
want?
free fall. Again.
Yippee, that's gonna make a loud noise.
What do you do?
Nothing I can do to stop the crystal.
That's a spell. Do something.
I have no spells. The only thing I can cast is Thunderwave and Cure Wounds right now. We just had a long, awful fight. I'm out of spell slots.
Welcome to the club.
The only thing I can do is what I don't know if I can cast Thunderwave at with one hand.
As long as you have a hand, you can cast it.
Does it look like the crystal is gonna fall towards anybody? Like land on anybody?
I mean, you can't see. You can just see the platform, and you can see, like, you just saw Alice whip a vine out at the falling Zine, and Zine swung out of view. It looks like the crystal's gonna miss everything entirely, and it's gonna fall about 20 feet away from the platform.
I think there's nothing I can do about that.
I mean, you
So-
have this action right here to do something to interact with the crystal. Otherwise, it's going to be out of range.
Can I dive for it?
You can certainly try.
I will try and dive for the crystal.
All right, give me a athletics or acrobatics check. It's up to you. You plant your feet on the crystal next to you, and you dislodge your hand, push, and now you're also free falling, and you're also just out of reach of the crystal. But you are free falling next to it. Just.
I'm trying to get under it.
Okay, we'll resolve that when we get back to it.
Okay.
Hey Zine, you like
Yes.
kind of like shake the stars from your vision. You look up and now you see the crystal and Esmore falling together.
I have a grappling hook in my inventory still.
Yeah, well, that sucks.
And when it comes to your turn, you'll be equal with the platform that Alice is on. This vine is slowly pulling you up towards the platform. You're now about 10 feet below it.
How far away am I from the crystal?
It would be about 30-ish feet, we'll say.
Above or below?
Is above you, but is falling, and so is Esmore.
Got nothing. I will.
Are you going to be just like limp ragdoll being pulled up by this vine? Because eventually you'll get to the platform. It's just going to be slow.
I will take. I don't know. This is stupid. If she takes damage, she takes damage. Zine will brace herself to catch the crystal.
Okay.
If that means leaving the vine's grip and
Go
falling,
ahead.
that's fine.
Go ahead right now and give me an athletics check to try to swing the vine so you get out enough to be able to catch it. Okay. You start swinging more and more, and you pull back, and you think on this time you'll get out far enough that the crystal will impact you. Whether you catch it or not is a whole different story.
Yeah. That's literally all I have.
Esmer, you just look over and you just for a split second catch Alice's, like, make eye contact with Alice, and she's just like wide-eyed, like, what the fuck is happening? As you streak past, what would you like to do? Alice is concentrating on the vine that Xena's attached to. She's a little busy.
Am I able to cast Thunderwave underneath it to try and slow its descent without like damaging the crystal?
I mean, you're going to damage the crystal. It just depends on how much you're going to damage it. Actually, you know what? Give me a spellcasting check. So, wisdom plus proficiency.
Nothing, man.
Wisdom plus proficiency.
You can just roll wisdom check and then just tell me what you have to add.
Okay, so, and then my proficiency is 5.
A 12. You managed to avoid damaging the crystal, though it has a negligible effect.
Well, shite.
But you are now directly below the crystal. So here's the scene we have so far. We have Zine starting to swing out in a big arc with this vine, like that's holding you around the middle. We have then coming rapidly towards you, Esmore, and immediately above him, this like large refrigerator-sized crystal come at you very, very quickly. Yeah, Zine, what would you like to do? Despite how it looks, you do have some choices here.
I have no choices.
You do have choices. Are you going to let the two of them collide with you, or are you going to, last second, try to dodge out of the way? Or something, a third thing that you have to justify to me. because I can't think of anything else.
No, I'm stuck. I would like to polymorph the crystal.
Unfortunately, it's an object. It is not a creature.
Well, then, could I do that to Esmore?
Certainly. What are you attempting to polymorph him into?
A rock? Or
you have to polymorph him into a beast.
I can do that.
A rock is not a beast. It's a monstrosity.
Okay, how about any sort of flying creature? Like, I don't know what to say other than polymorph Esmore into a creature, grab hold of the crystal.
You got to give me a creature. This
I
is on
don't know
you.
a creature. A rock, I don't know the stats for giant eagle.
Okay. You want to turn him into a giant eagle?
I don't know anything better. So
Okay.
yes.
Esmore, you feel your form begin to change, and it's very clear that Zine is casting this on you. You're about 10, 15 feet from impacting her. Do you allow the polymorph?
Yes, God, yes.
Okay. You feel your arms
Stupid.
grow feathers, and you suddenly catch full air, and you hit the brakes hard. Go ahead as a giant eagle. Let me find the
I'm
closest
sorry.
thing.
I don't know the
I don't
throws.
think I have eagle on here. I have giant
I
owl,
got
but
giant eagle. It's fine.
Okay.
We're gonna be in this for like a second. So give me a D20 roll +3 for us. Either would you like to attempt to catch the crystal that is barreling towards your back, or would you like to try to dodge out of the way?
That's
Catch it. Catch it.
yeah.
Catch
That's
it.
what I'm gonna
Catch
go
it.
with.
You're gonna
is
try
trying
to catch it? Okay. D20 +3
Yeah.
for strength.
We
Alright, so
cannot
slash
lose this crystal.
roll
D20 +3.
20
Yeah, he's got it.
+3. Fuck.
Oh my.
Uh,
God.
you
took all the good rolls.
your wings catch air, and you try to tuck them in and roll over, and now you're on your back, and the crystal just impacts the center mass of your crystal form, or your eagle form. You're going to take a little bit of damage, but it's not as much because you're both still moving. But you're now going to be
Question.
pinned somewhat to the crystal, and continuing to fall. Yeah, what's your question?
Would upcasting that change the modifier for him to catch it?
No.
Okay.
He also already rolled.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, so you're down to 18 points of health for your giant eagle. And now you're continuing to fall with this crystal. Zine, they streak right past you, and you're still slowly being towed up by this vine as you've given up on the swing, so you slowly start to come to a still as a they're now like 50 feet away from you, below you. Giant eagle Esmore, what you doing? You're pinned to this giant crystal as it continues to plummet.
Can I try just flapping my wings with a try and just
Again,
lift as
you're
far
like
as I
on your
can?
back underneath this thing as it's like falling.
Well, I guess
like-
the smart thing would be to get myself dislodged from underneath it.
There you go. Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to flap
Yeah.
your wings underneath this thing.
Yeah. So let's dislodge myself.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna require you to roll. You easily get yourself out from underneath the crystal. You kind of roll off, and for a brief second you're next to it. Would you like to do anything in that instant? Otherwise, you're gonna
Can I
catch
try
air
and
and
push it?
lo-
Can
lose it.
I see a? I can see the walls, right?
Yeah, you're about I'd say about 20 feet away from the wall, and you can see ever so slightly it's starting to come towards you as you continue to fall.
Can I try and push the crystal towards the wall to make it kind of drag on the wall to kind of slow it down?
That's going to require
friction
another
to slow it
strength check,
down?
so it's another d20 plus 3.
Okay, I can do that. I wish I can just. All caps. Motherfucker!
You, like, as you pass, you dig your talons into this thing, and you actually catch. And you try to flap your wings, but they get turned like an inside-out umbrella in a windstorm. Just woof, and your talons are stuck. So now you have the opposite problem. You're stuck on top of the crystal, and you can't get your talons out.
Son of a bitch! What? All the nat 20s, I do nat 20s. Oh, look at me now! I'm getting all these shit rolls. Thanks.
Alright, fuck off.
It's
fuck off.
amazing. I told you the solution, and you proceeded to not do it.
Tell me the solution.
That is mind-blowing to me. You deserve every ounce of what's happening to you right now.
We're panicking.
I don't remember you telling me the solution.
Birds of a feather flock together. Crystals of type stick together. Doesn't quite rhyme, but seems right.
I told him to merge the crystals.
Yeah.
No,
Both
you did not.
Both you.
I
He
said
did.
merge
He
the
absolutely
crystals.
did.
Merge the crystals.
You both deserve every ounce of what's happening to you right now.
Yeah, you
Zine,
know what?
you see
trying.
giant eagle. Suddenly, its wings are like pinned up because of all the wind. And it's continuing to plummet. They are 70 feet below you, and moving fast.
Question.
Yes.
Do you allow polymorph for dinosaurs? Because I have a stat block.
If you
that
can
is
justify
D&D 5th
me,
edition ready.
if you can justify me how Zine has heard or seen dinosaurs in her travels.
I could say heard, but I couldn't say seen.
What you got for me?
T-Rex.
I mean, sure, but how? Spin me a tale of how Zine possibly has heard or seen or heard a tale about a T-Rex.
I mean, heard 3 bardic stories of reptilian, if not even reptilian, creatures that are of obscene strength, unmatching towards a strength that would befall upon the creatures of now, being that of whatever race. And that at some point they were the apex predator, or were creatures of, if not defined in beauty for their strength and what they did.
I'm gonna need you to give me a spellcasting check.
Would that correspond with my action?
Your action is casting polymorph. This spellcasting
Yeah.
check is to see if you actually get a T-Rex or if you get something T-Rex adjacent.
Okay. What do I need to do for that spell casting?
I mean, your spellcasting is charisma, and you have proficiency.
Yes. Which is 5 plus 5
Okay, roll a d20 plus 10.
plus 10.
DC is 15.
Is it R roll or slash R?
It slash R or slash roll, both work.
D20 plus 10. 27.
Esmore, you feel your form begin to change again. I assume you're targeting Esmore.
I am targeting Zine to catch the crystal.
Oh, they're below
70
you.
feet
They're 70
below
feet
you.
below you.
That's fine.
Okay, Zine, you turn into a T-Rex.
Yep,
And the vine snaps, and you begin to fall.
that's fine.
Esmore, you can start to see the wall has gotten closer as you've kept falling. The wall is now about 5 feet away from you. What are you doing? You think next round you might impact the bottom of this thing, and it might hurt a
but-
lot.
Yeah, I'm going to dislodge my talents from this damn thing.
Okay,
And
just
it's not to
just
my
give me
heart's
a
content.
strength check.
As
It's +3.
well as
Oh
what-
no, your form reverts to normal.
yeah.
You're back to Asmore.
Oh,
And you're free of
Okay.
the crystal, but you're falling and you're above it, and you're now
strength.
5 feet away from the wall.
strength.
What are you trying to do?
I'm dislodging my damn talents.
You're not an
What?
eagle anymore. You're free. You're free of
Oh.
the crystal. You're back to Esmore, fleshy human Esmore.
What was I doing a strength test?
Because you thought you're still an eagle.
Pushing
I don't know.
the. I'm free falling. Not a whole lot I can do. Son of a bitch.
Your full health, just take it.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'm falling. I'm just gonna cross my arms behind my head and say, "Well, I guess today is the day I die."
Okay.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out relaxed, you know.
Zine, tell me how you're trying to catch up to this crystal, because I don't know. I don't know what you're doing anymore.
So, mouth open to catch the crystal.
Again, you're 70 feet up from it, and they were falling, and then you just started falling.
Oh,
how
I
are
thought
you
it was
catching up
ground
to the
level.
crystal? No, they haven't hit the
I thought
ground
it was
yet.
ground level.
They're still in free fall.
No, not the crystal, but me. Like, I took damage for fall damage.
Yeah, because you smacked the wall. You were below the platform, and you're slowly being towed up by the vine Alice had you. And then you turned into T-Rex and you snapped it and started falling again.
So,
You're in free fall as a T-Rex.
that's fine.
Okay.
Not fine.
I'm just trying not to break the
It's
crystal.
literally the dog in a room that's on fire.
Yeah, I
This
know.
is fine. Except you two,
This is fine.
except you two fucking
Everything is
started the
fine.
fire.
Wrong. It was not. us.
Regardless, what are you doing?
So I grabbed the crystal as gently as possible.
You're you are not within reach of the crystal.
It's
But-
70 feet below you.
70 feet. That's fine. I would like to take that crystal.
What are
In
you
my
doing to the
mouth.
crystal?
It's
You
70
cannot.
I'm
I'm telling you
literally-
right now, you
I'm
cannot
literally-
grab it.
I'm explaining it. Wait, why can't I grab it?
You're 70 feet away from the crystal.
So I'm not on the ground.
No, you are free falling.
How far am I from the ground?
You have no idea because you cannot see it.
What? The crystal fell from 50 feet and suddenly I'm 70 feet away.
Yeah, because it fell for 2 rounds past you.
Sure. Sure, that's fine. But it's still 70 feet away. How?
Yes. Because it was
Because you
falling
weren't
and you
falling.
weren't. You were being held by a vine. You were slowly being towed up by Alice, so you wouldn't fall to your fucking death.
Oh, I can't grab it.
No.
How far away is it?
70
70
feet.
feet.
7-0.
Well, fuck me, the crystal's done for. There's no redeeming it at this point. I've done so much math for the past like 20 to 40 minutes, and there is absolutely no way any of us can save it.
So just tell me what you're doing as a T-Rex.
I'm just a T-Rex, and I grab for it, I miss it. I guess there's literally nothing I can
You
do.
chomp into midair. You miss by about
We
60
have
feet.
tried. I've done the math. There's absolutely no way any of us could have saved it. We're done. That's it.
Hey, Esmore.
Huh?
You feel bone-crushing, shattering impact as you slam into the ground on top of this crystal, and you begin rolling down a very steep hill.
I thought
You're
you
not
said
gonna
I
like
was,
this.
Away from it. I thought you said I was like to the side of the crystal. In
Huh.
the last round when I turned back into human.
Oh no, you're on top of as an eagle, so you're on top as a human, and then you're just like, "This is my life." You didn't do anything. You land
Yeah,
on top
cool.
of the crystal as you both impact the ground, very very hard. So you fell for 4 rounds. Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah, I figure.
Yeah.
You take
It's just where I'm
67 points of bludgeoning damage.
conscious.
I ain't
much?
Yeah,
dead.
that's it. Same for Zine.
Are
He's
you
already
unconscious?
I am unconscious.
Okay.
I only had 31 health.
Okay, and it doesn't go over 100. Cool.
Yeah.
Zine, you continue to fall as a T-Rex, slowly somersaulting. Not much you can do as a T-Rex. As you're doing like your backflip and your head's pointing upwards, you can see just the tiniest silhouette before it goes out of your range of Alice just like looking over the side. Oh, we can go back and watch. That's the fun part about this being streamed. And you also eventually impact. You don't take quite as
Yeah.
much damage because you didn't fall from as high, but you're still going to take a lot of damage. But
Yeah.
good thing
Probably
you're a T-Rex.
unconscious.
Yeah. Because you gotta think the T-Rex's health and then yours afterwards, so I'm pretty sure T-Rex probably has quite a bit of health.
Yeah. I don't know how
I
to
was
spell.
going for strength score, thinking I was already on the ground. So
Am I not being descriptive enough? What is happening?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was maybe 20 feet from the ground at this point.
You're 20 feet away
So
from the
that's
wall.
why. Well, a wall is not the ground.
I know.
So
I don't know where you got the ground
misunderstood.
from. Yeah.
So it's all my own fault. So don't worry about it. It's
That's
my own
TYR.
misunderstanding.
It's just funny.
No, it is funny. It's also stupid as shit, but it's fun.
It is stupid as shit. So I was so amazed. Well, as a T-Rex, luckily you have 136 hit points.
All I know is that a T-Rex has a 24 strength. That is it.
Give me a D20 roll plus 4. See if you maintain your T-Rex form when you hit the ground. No, because you need
Probably gone.
You need a 30.
Yeah.
So you
Not
slam
gonna
the ground,
happen.
your T-Rex absorbs all the damage, and you're just on this steeply slanted hill. You're starting to slide, but you are Zine and you are conscious, and you see the crystals starting to roll and starting to bound down the steep hill. And you can see Esmore not too far away. He's about maybe 15 feet away from you, starting to roll and slide down the hill as well.
Can I, since I'm conscious, can I throw the baton to Alice?
She is 200 feet above you.
Doesn't matter.
You huck it skywards. It goes about, be generous and say 80 feet up, and it comes back down and lands pretty close to you.
Alright. That's it. That's all I got.
Hey, Esmore, give me a death save.
Yeah, I was
I,
staying down the
I
hill.
can't reobtain the crystal to the baton. I don't have that capacity to do so. Fuck no,
You
yes.
failed death save.
Dying.
Hey, Zine.
I know you're dying.
He is now about
Crystal
25
right
feet
now.
away from you, as he continues to slide down the hill.
I'll make my way to him and stabilize him.
Okay, give me a medicine check. Okay, you're stable and you are no longer sliding. You can see the crystal still rolling in the distance. It's about 60 feet away from you. Seems like it slowly starts to become a gentler grade, so it's moving slower. Esmer, you're just unconscious now.
Yeah.
I will use my last bit of movement to go towards the crystal.
Okay.
And that's it. That's it.
Well, I mean, it's your turn again, so...
Oh, well then I go get the crystal.
Okay, you catch up to it. Give me a strength, or it's still like moving, and now it's the size
Fine.
of like a Volkswagen Beetle.
Yep. Any saving throw or anything like that?
And what are you trying to do? What are you doing?
I'm trying to cover it and halt its, or gain information upon its growing to stop it from growing further.
Are you trying to stop it, or are you trying to assess the crystal?
Assess the crystal and its stoppage of growing.
Okay, give me an Arcana check
Ah,
as
I'm
it
good at
continues to
this.
bound past you. You probably need that baton that you left up on the hill that you threw skyward.
Alright,
There might be a
So I
chance you
got-
might be able to re-attune it.
that's fine. That's all I got.
Okay, and the crystal continues
The
away from
whole
you.
2-hour session.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible.
It's fucking stupid.
I mean, it's your turn again. You hike back up the hill. Give me a investigation check or perception check. Try to find this wand. I'll say with advantage because remember where you threw it.
Investigation or
Perception.
with advantage, that's a 22.
Okay, 22. You easily find the baton, and you see the crystal is now about 100 feet away and is slowly rolling.
Full dash, full bonus,
I mean,
mantle
you
inspiration,
go
whatever.
over to the crystal eventually. What do? You're next to it. The crystal has come to pretty much a stop.
Recombine them or reattune them or whatever I can do to stop
are
its
you-
growth.
Going about this.
Placing the baton next to it and I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, that's it. I got nothing. Sorry.
Okay, give me a
Arcane
s-
check,
give me a-
Arcana
give-
check,
Give me a spellcasting check.
which
plus,
is
charisma plus proficiency.
D20 plus 10.
charisma plus. Well, my charisma
D20
is
plus
much
10.
higher.
All your spellcasting is the exact same number. D20 plus 10.
That's not a 10. 20.
That is exactly what you needed. You hold out the baton to the crystal, and You feel a slight tug as the baton is like magnetically attracted to the crystal. And it's kind of funny because the crystal doesn't immediately change size. So you have this baton stuck to this Volkswagen-sized crystal. And then at about the same speed that the crystal's growing, it starts to shrink.
Yep.
What do you do in the meantime?
Making sure it stays the same. My only focus is making sure the Volkswagen crystal continues to shrink and uphold to the stature of the baton.
Okay. Hey Vath, you have finally made it
Yes.
down to the room. Zine, you've been down there for like 10-ish minutes, and it's still the
interesting.
size of like a mini fridge at this point.
Yep.
You just see the most panicked Alice. She has no idea what to do. She's on this platform just like looking over. She's just freaking out.
Esmore's unconscious, and Zine is
She
entirely
can't
focused on this
see you
one.
guys.
Uh,
Like what she saw is Esmore was holding onto the ceiling, or you dropped the crystal, it held in place, you fell, she grabbed you, and then the crystal started falling, so did Esmore. They passed her, and then she felt the vine snap, and she looks over the edge and she sees a T-Rex falling, and that's pretty much it.
What do I say?
So, Vath.
What an adventure for Alice.
Yes.
Everything that Alice is like a very like stable person. She's a leader of a nation. Every word she says right now is absolute nonsense. Like, you know what they mean individually, you have no idea what they mean altogether. She's like trying to explain what the fuck just happened, and you're just like, what?
Hold on. Just tell me, did they do something stupid again?
I have words.
She is not much help, frankly. She is hardly able to describe what she saw, and she doesn't really have the capability, even though she is powerful in her own right. She doesn't have the necessary tools to help.
I mean, I can't get down the fucking hole either because I don't have any spells. I mean, couldn't you guys have just gotten Esmore to summon a bunch of fucking like birds or something?
Zine would have definitely, if possible, said no. In the harshest voice you've ever heard.
You can't hear them at all. You are 250
Yeah. No
feet
clue.
below.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine.
Zero
That's fine.
chance you even know Vath is up there. Eventually the crystal shrinks to the size it was on the baton originally.
Yeah, just focusing on it. That's it.
I mean, you have successfully completed that task.
No. Not at all.
It doesn't require your attention no more. You're gonna attend to something else now.
I'm busy.
No, you're not.
Zine just remains there, holding out the baton. It is in its normal state with the crystal on the end. The small crystal just continues to stand there.
He's telling you that you don't have to focus on no more. It's not required to no more. That you can
I don't care.
help him do
Whatever
something
Noah
else.
wants to do. Esmore, you're unconscious.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Siena's doing it. Doesn't matter.
How do we get them? What
Um,
if they're dying?
they're probably fine. I doubt they're in any harm.
Uh, uh, persuasion check or deception check, whichever you think Vath, like, what he truly believes.
What are the checks I can do?
Persuasion or deception.
Can I get disadvantage on this?
I mean, that's up to you. Yeah, sure.
It
27.
doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter which
Uh,
one I get. 19.
Brian,
Oh, I mean, I was just asking for one of them, so you rolled a 27. Yeah, even with a 25. Yeah, we fought a dragon and we all mostly survived the last fight. I'm sure a fall, something they could handle.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Wait. No one else? No one else?
No.
No. Jandy, like, disconnected for...
Oh, is it my fucking
You
internet?
did. You went,
This
wrong.
fucking session.
You
She,
said...
I have an
what
idea
what'd you
what
last
said.
hear?
I know
Go
what you
ahead.
said.
We pretty much heard you say that we fought off a dragon. We're pretty sure that we can face a fall, pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably fine. They're probably on the way up soon.
You're right. And let's just wait for them.
God,
She
no.
just like slides down against the railing, and just sits on the floor.
Aw.
Staff is like upright between her legs, and she's just like staring into the middle distance.
So... I'm so
somebody who's-
mad.
For somebody who's normally always concerned about other people's well-being, it seems like Zine has no problem just letting Esmore sit there with broken bones, unconscious.
Incredible.
You're...
Zine, the wand is back. The baton is back.
Sure.
Rocks fall, everyone
I'm
dies.
so... know what?
I never
To
thought
be
it would be
fair.
like this.
To be fair, just understand. Noah is so mad.
I didn't know. I thought the last thing would TPK you guys, not the fucking rock.
I'm so mad.
Oh my god. Oh,
I'm
what-
so upset.
what are you
I'm
doing?
so mad.
So
Doing
mad
that.
right now. Oh,
Just do your thing. I'll do my own.
it's up to you, man. The story waits on you. It's resting on your shoulders.
I need like 5 minutes.
Okay, everyone fucking take 5 minutes. This was ridiculous.
Like, I need some time.
Yeah,
Other than
everyone
everyone
go
just
go
thinking
go
about
outside and
this.
think about what you did. We'll be back.
I didn't do anything.
Uh-huh.
No, Esmore, I
I
didn't
even,
do anything.
I even said merge. I even
back we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we have a day, please?
Have a what?
day. A
That's
day.
up to you guys, man. You could have taken a day.
Okay, so explain to me the scene.
Esmore is about halfway up the hill from where he impacted the ground. You are currently standing with the baton out, just waiting for the crystal to shrink. Shrunk about maybe 5 minutes ago, and you're still standing there, just like, what the fuck just happened? And above, camera shift because you're unaware of what's happening above. We see Alice just like barely keeping herself together, just like sitting on the ground, just like in possibly the worst place she's been in her entire life. Seeing the two people that she probably cares about the most almost die in front of her, she assumes. She assumes you're both dead. Though, you know, Vath somewhat comforted her. You know, he's so good at lying he couldn't not comfort her.
You mean he was trying not to lie?
And Vath is doing whatever Vath is doing up there too.
Vath's laying back, taking a nap, not a care in the world.
Okay, you sit down, like put your head against the wall. You've had a long day.
So basically, it's all Vath's fault.
What?
Sure.
So, Zine, what are you doing?
Me feel better. I am focusing on the giant Volkswagen crystal.
It's no longer the size of a Volkswagen. It's the size of maybe a quarter at the end of the baton.
Well, then I'm holding the baton in a kneel position. Upon Vath's arrival,
You have no idea that Vath even showed up.
Yeah, I have no idea. Her main focus is keeping it at its current state.
It seems like the arcane effort from you was getting the baton and the crystal to recombine, and the baton's like effect on the crystal is to shrink it.
Okay.
It doesn't take any more mental power from you.
Well, then when it finally succeeds, and it seems like it fully succeeds, Zine will take them both, baton in hand, and turn around and face Esmore, Alice, and apparently now Vath.
Esmore and Alice are like 200 feet above you, and you cannot see them.
I mean, Vath.
The only person you can really interact right now at this point is the unconscious Esmore, who's about 50 feet away from you up on the hill.
Well, then they will rush to Esmore,
whose body is contorted.
Yeah, he's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, well, I will use what I can to not have that be a thing.
Might require some magical intervention.
Yeah, well, I can't pull up my spell list anymore for some reason.
What are you trying to cast?
Well, I'm pulling it up now, so I don't know what I have available.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think I have a healing potion anymore.
Oh, you should have multiple.
I don't see it in my...
You should have a few, and so should Vath, and I should have the least.
Yeah, I don't see one in my inventory anymore.
I have one.
Basically, Zine's waiting for Alice. Put it simply, outside of like stabilizing Esmore and whatever people are around, Zine's waiting for Alice. Yes, spell slots need to be used. I'm working on it, but
about
my thing
15
will not
minutes
load.
passed, and Alice just like slowly shifts her gaze over to you, Vath. Are you asleep?
Yep.
Figures.
Pat didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and dying takes a toll.
That
Sure.
doesn't
It
need to
does.
sleep.
Sure.
To be fair, it does,
Sure.
but Vath also doesn't
He's
need to
just-
sleep.
He's not tired. He's just exhausted.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Makes sense.
You're resting. She just like kind of like unfocused eyes is like looking towards you, and mostly to herself, but kind of directed at you. Says, "I don't think they're
Do
coming
I
up."
feel her gaze on me?
Just give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Perception. That's an 11.
Oh, I
Uh,
wasn't even looking at my inventory.
I don't think you know that she's looking at you, but you heard her say something, but it wasn't like loud enough to be really like clear.
All right, I'll keep sleeping.
But she just keeps saying, "I don't think they're coming up.
I actually do have a greater healing potion in my inventory. Okay.
I don't think they're coming
Wait,
up.
what does Alice say?
They're not coming
And
up."
if she
Something.
says that in a language I understand.
Can't hear.
We're
Again,
literally
you're
200 feet up.
you are too far away to hear. Anything that's happening on
Okay.
that platform, you cannot interact with.
Do I have my spell slots back now?
It's been about 15 minutes. Honestly, I'd say that leisure walk of 25 minutes counts as light activity. So in another about 10 minutes, you'll have your short rest.
All right. I'll just tell Alice. All right, you know what? In 10 minutes, we'll go check on him.
Give me another persuasion check.
That's a 28.
Okay. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay. And she like
Just lay
takes a
down
deep
and
breath and just
relax.
like kind of like calms herself down. Okay, 10 minutes. Like she has like a deadline now. Oh, yeah, it's been like 20 minutes now, Zine, and there is no sign of Alice or Vath. You are down here by yourself with an unconscious Esmore.
I will a first level spell slot of cure wounds on Esmore.
We watch as go and roll it. We watch as you reach down and the purple energy pulses from your hand, and the places where the bones are sticking out emit purple energy, and the bones slip back into the skin. It's kind of a sickening uh, like kind of crackling and popping sound as all the bones kind of reset themselves. And pretty much all of his wounds seal
Wait,
over
did
with
that-
this purple
That
magic.
not work?
And Esmore, you are still in pain, absolutely, but you are functional and conscious.
7.
7.
I'm gonna look over, see Zine. Oh god, I'm in hell.
Ian won't say a thing.
Can you just describe the look on Zine's face right now? I need a mental image for this.
Um,
It's the funniest shit
based off
ever.
of Esmore's reaction, or
What is happening with her face right now? This whole situation with Esmore just waking up and saying that.
she's discarding it. But there is a a functionality within her facial expression saying, "Well, I'm glad you're about and alive."
Okay.
You could have chosen better words.
Hey, last thing I
So while
remember.
there's a satisfaction of the healing has commenced and it's successful. There's also the facial expressions of, man, that kind of sucks. So not happy, but not disregarding the emotions involved. More of a melancholy feel.
Am I able to walk? Is the question.
Yes.
Okay.
Zine will help Esmore up to
I
walk.
mean, you're in great discomfort and pain, but you're fully functional.
The
Zine
first
is
thing I'm gonna
helping you.
do is yell out at the top of my lungs. I know at least Alice is up there.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna yell at the top of my lungs for them, saying, "Hey, we're stuck down here."
Just yell.
Vath, give me a perception check.
It's a 13. So one up by my passive.
Uh, you hear some noise from below. Can't really tell if it's like. You can't tell it's Esmore yelling. It's just
I'm finally falling asleep.
abnormal noise.
Hey, my lungs were just put back into place.
And
So.
you kind of take like an involuntary deep sigh, and you have completed a short rest. Congratulations.
All right. Let's go check on him.
Alice immediately stands up.
When I clap my hands and that.
So I assume you're cast on Alice.
Yes.
You two immediately begins to fly, and either through practice or trauma, Alice has significantly improved. You both drift over the edge and start flying down, and down, and down, and down, and down. Even you're there's even a point in time where you lose sight of the upper platform, like it just descends in the darkness, and you still can't see the bottom. And you're like, oh, this is deep. It's very uncommon for you just to like lose sight. This is one of the very few times that has happened to you since you've gained your abilities. And eventually the wall comes to a very steep hill, and then slowly becomes less and less steep. Vath, give me a perception check. It's pretty easy to see. You can see the impact crater of the crystalline Esmore.
Oh.
And then you like kind of follow the line of where the marks of the bouncing crystal were, and you can see there Esmore getting up, and Zine standing there, baton still in hand.
Well, I just see like the silhouette of a 6-foot man engraved into the floor.
Yeah, like
DBZ.
Looney Tunes, Wile E. Coyote style for sure.
Yes.
DBZ Yamcha.
I'm only 5'10".
You
Yeah, so is
you
he.
guys fell pretty far down.
Yeah, you got pancaked. Alice immediately flies over and just like keeps flying into you, Zine, and like knocks you off your feet.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Hey, Esmore, how are you doing?
At least somebody cares.
Zine
Romance.
will embrace Alice while she descends. And
Like she's still
upon
flying
the
forward, like
tackling,
your like heels are dragging as she like continues to fly and like push you. She's like hugging you. And then she
upon
stops
the
and like gently lands and just like looks at you. You can see the worry, like her just in like the last hour, her hair has turned completely white.
So a bit of an issue here. I can only help total of 3 people fly, including myself. So
Dean will take note, but ignore Alice's dissension and her physicality of it. And while taking hold of Alice and even possibly falling down or whatever, will tell her in her ear, "We're fine. It's not what we thought. But keep strong."
Is this how it normally goes?
Zine's eyes will widen. "I know not how it normally goes, but I will bring you back. Not just you, but the people." And will
You
grasp
just hear just
tight.
like just kind of shake her head as she kind of drifts out of your grasp and starts to fly towards Vathanesmore.
She'll stand.
so what was the issue?
Gravity?
Okay, fair enough. I met with the crystal.
Heavy, more
The
susceptible to gravity?
Could I? Should like summon a bunch of birds or something?
No.
scene will interrupt.
I exerted myself in that fight.
Oh, fair enough. Why don't you guys just wait?
So many words from Noah, but Zine will interrupt and say, "Forcing the crystal didn't work. In fact, we were met with many falsehoods. It seems like there's some sort of ritual that needs to be done,
Me, by my way.
and we just didn't know it."
Asmo, what was your suggestion?
Merging the crystals together.
How do you do
Slight.
that?
You just pretty much, place the two against each other and let them fuse.
I'm just gonna look at Zian.
Is there any kind of check I can do?
For what? What are you trying to do?
For
here?
what? I'm looking at you with disappointment.
He's just looking at you.
I'm not trying to check for anything.
How are you
Just
suddenly looking at me
disappointed.
in disappointment? Is there any sort of check I can do to understand what actually needs to be done?
Give me an Arcana check.
We already failed once. Oh, my best.
Hey, you said last time you did pretty good. See? Yeah, I think it's the same number too.
Um,
It's not the same number.
when the
That's
crystal
much
was the
better.
size of a Volkswagen, it was much more obvious. Um, because the structure of the crystal was larger and is more easily seen. The way it's growing is the crystals, like the little shards that are sticking out of it, just barely on the surface. There's so many of them it looks smooth. But as it's growing, those little shards kind of reach out like little fingers. And it seems to want to grasp something. And it clicks. It put them together while the crystal's growing. It'll latch on and fuse.
My understanding, while the crystal grows, we need to give it a thing to latch onto.
Oh, is there an echo in here?
I don't know if you're joking or if I actually am an echo.
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
They got it.
I mean, they do, but I don't.
That's fine.
That latching onto is both the crystal's growth, which we have seen, but it's also there's a great possibility that we can use this, and Zine will hold up the spoon that is connected to the material plane that she holds.
What's that gonna do?
Get it? What am I looking at here?
Zine
I'm
holding a spoon.
still trying to figure out what you're describing here.
The
A spoon?
that
was
goes
in
to our
char-
plane.
That was in character, by the way.
Yeah, it was we have a device that is magically retained to the material plane. Being
Oh,
a
you're talking about the tuning fork.
Tuning fork. Actually,
Yeah,
I have
fork.
that.
Oh, was it a fork? My bad.
It's a tuning
Esmo
fork,
has
like
that.
like for
And
tuning a
and
piano.
I have
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have that.
Okay.
And that's not gonna do us any use in using these crystals. Because I said earlier, I know knowledge about this. All we gotta do is just
Well-
get them together.
You're mistaken.
That's just our way, to get this place back.
It's not just this place or just us. It's all of us.
Yeah, but right now we're just trying to get the crystal in place. That's the main focus right now. We can worry about that when we get to it. Just focus on one thing at a time.
Getting the crystal in place is not the main manufacturing thing we have to do. It's using the crystal's power.
Okay, but we need to get it in place so that we can use
So
it
we
as
can
power.
use the crystal's power and focus it upon the tuning fork. Have us all
Esmore,
travel back.
take an inspiration. You can choose to reroll any roll for the rest of the
Okay.
session.
Let's go.
I don't know how else to
I'm gonna-
describe it.
gonna ask
No,
Alice
you're on the
real
wrong
quick.
track.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Alice real quick. Like, hey Alice,
Give me a
Does
perception
this-
check real quick.
who me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing because it's dark in here. That's not great.
You don't see
My
Alice.
rolls. I know she's here, so I'm just talking in the air.
You other two, as Esmore's just starting to talk towards Alice, go and give me a perception check as well.
21.
My name
But early 20, I just absolutely roll shit.
I haven't rolled
Let's
one
find
good
out.
roll other than that Arcana earlier.
There we go.
Zine, you have no
Hey,
idea where
Corey.
Alice is either. Vath, you can see Alice is about 30, 40 feet above you, just slowly flying upwards.
Did you forget how to fly? I say, looking upwards.
She
I'm
continues to go
standing on the
upwards.
ground.
Oh,
Like
okay,
her
I need to
arms are
help
at her
these
side,
two.
and she's just looking upwards as she slowly drifts upwards. She's not even going the full 60 feet speed.
Can she hear me? If I'm, because right now I'm just like talking as if me thinking that she's standing with us. So I don't know if she can hear me.
From
I'm just
vast
talking.
eyes, she has not stopped.
That's just all right, guys. Grab on. Fucking.
Where are you?
I'm gonna clap and just poke as more on the side of the head.
Hey.
Hey, I'm right here.
Also, I make note that when I was falling and I put my hands behind my head, I want that to be the moment that I just realized I was bald.
Cool.
My last
Good.
thoughts were, wait, what? I'm
What?
bald? Smack.
What? Yeah.
Zine will grab hold.
Yep.
I'll start flying up.
Hopefully faster than Alice is floating.
Yeah, she's not going very fast.
Okay.
And you
Zine will
catch up with her, and Alice is still just slowly going up.
How far until we can actually start seeing like each other and that kind of stuff?
I think the only one that can't see is you.
I don't know where like the pretty much the void of darkness pretty much starts. So
It takes a couple of seconds, but then like starts to like filter down for you, and you can see the other two. I thought you cast dark vision. Did you not?
I didn't cast dark vision this day,
Okay,
so I wanted to save my spell slots in case. So
cool. Came in handy, I suppose.
yeah, I wanted to save the spell slots.
Yeah, you are able to see, and Alice is like 10 feet away from you, just drifting up.
and I take her hand.
She's 10 feet away from you. Does Vast, do you move closer?
No one said anything to me. I'm just flying up.
Yeah, she's out of
Can
reach.
Zine say to Vath to hurry?
What
You
does
sure
what does
can.
it say? Tell me.
Just
Speak
say
a
it
zine.
in character.
Because they
Speak a zine.
Let me be there.
Huh?
That's it. There is a conviction in her eyes or whatever the word
now what?
is.
No, I
What
just
did you
don't know what you
say?
said.
Yeah, you
Oh,
kind of cut out. Sorry.
please let me be with her.
I guess I'll fly slightly closer, or just close enough to where Zine can grab on, I guess.
Zine's strictly trying to grab her hand.
Just make a straight charisma roll. No bonuses, just charisma.
I use charisma save.
Thing, right? No, wait, no, you're
That
proficient.
you're proficient with charisma saves.
Yeah. Okay.
Just roll a d20 plus 5.
Give me d20 plus what?
5.
5.
Your charisma. Nope. Try again.
Oh,
Only 10 plus 5. Hey, this thing knows math.
It does
Hey,
do math.
15.
nat 20.
All right. You grab her hand and she turns around and you can see tears streaking down her face.
I'll embrace her to what I can.
Can I let go of Zine and I know that she's
Yeah,
not gonna
and
die?
Alice is flying. Yeah, Zine is strong.
Okay. Asmore, you
I'll
want in on
embrace
that?
Alice
Yeah.
to
What
what
were
I
you saying?
can.
Hmm?
What were you saying, Vath?
No, I said Asmore, you want in on that?
No, I'm good.
Fair enough. I'll just let the two be.
Okay.
Yeah, she ignored me whenever I was like, when I look like I probably look like shit right now.
I
I'm
mean, you
guessing.
always look like
You look
shit, but that's not
pretty
really the point.
rough.
Yeah, I look pretty rough. She looks fine. She goes rushing to her like she was in danger. Yeah, let them have their moment.
Um, you all land somewhat at the same time up on that platform. Um, and Alice doesn't let go of you.
Zin won't either. She'll hold on.
You can start to feel her, like, even though she's taller than you, she is starting to sob into your shoulder. And you start having to bear more and more of her weight.
Vath and Esmore, what are you doing in this? You're like 15 feet away.
So kind of awkward, Asmore.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Just don't make eye contact, and you go right.
Stare straight into Zine's eyes.
No, I'm just staring straight upwards, away from them.
Yeah, I'm just like kind of being awkward, like, God, I don't want to be here.
Kind of looking to the side with their like one hand on the head, and you're like, weather, right? Oh, we're
I
here.
do.
Yeah, cool, great. Shit.
Can I? Can I do something?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
I would like to whisper into her ear.
Oh God.
I'm kidding.
And Zin will say, I wish not to be apart from you. But if that's what the faith's design to happen, and if it will be so, then I will only ever long for you. My strength, my being will have to suffice there for you. Take everything you can from me first.
She like pulls away from his shoulder. Her face is red and her eyes are puffy and she's a disaster.
Zine will try any and everything she can to keep that from happening.
She just says through gargle of tears and all sorts of badness that's happening right now. Just says, fuck the fates. You died once. Don't want to see you die again. Don't want you to ever die again.
But you are my one and only.
You're mine if I lose you.
And you're on my own. The only substance I've had to hold. Please don't leave.
Just... I'm not the one that leaves. Just please tell me this
Then I
is
won't
how
leave
all
again.
of... Just please tell me this is how all of your adventures go. Not like this.
Don't.
Go and give me a persuasion check.
Fantastic, please.
Damn. Hold on.
He's actually. Oh my god.
No. I'm actually crying so hard.
Oh. Give me that persuasion check.
Do me and Jared need to go to Whisper Chance? Yeah, as well.
Yes.
Actually, let's... No, you come with me.
They can go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have some
Yeah.
ERP.
ERP.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I did. Give it. I.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. This is what D&D's about.
Yeah. I know. And I love it.
Mhm. I'm a little sorry that this is a part I'm good at.
That's fine, man. That's fine. No, honestly, it's fun.
Uh,
Can I roll twice? Ignore the advantage thing. Unless I just said a nat 20.
I mean, advantage is rolling twice. Yeah, 27.
27.
She has stopped crying, and she nods as she puts her head back on your shoulder. This time not sobbing.
Yeah.
Let's go back. You can mute. You can do
Sure.
whatever you need to.
I don't care. I know I'm an emotional person, so I don't care.
Okay. Back we go.
Oh yeah, that
I-
was really funny.
Oh yeah.
Z and Alice say some. Oh my god, fucking words.
you crying
Say
too?
a few more words. I'm having a stroke over here. Z and Alice say a few more words that neither of you can really make out. And
That's more than like that lovey-dovey stuff.
and the scene we're left with is Esmore looking up skyward in this underground cavern. Vath just intensely trying to make eye contact with Zine.
No, that was a joke. I'm not
I
actually
know,
doing
I know.
that.
You two are standing farther off on this platform, kind of in the shadows, as these two have an incredibly intense and emotional moment after everything that just happened. We're back where this little escapade started, but unfortunately that's where we're going to end today.
No more shenanigans for today.
Unfortunately, we're all out of time for shenanigans.
I think we had a good 2.5 hour shenanigan.
That was
Oh,
an
yeah,
interesting session.
You
You'll be
you
back
got
where we
it all out of your
started.
system for sure. For
I
sure.
hate it.
I
You're fine with that, right?
I think that was one of our best sessions for all the wrong reasons.
I agree.
I hate
do
it.
too.
Well, if you stuck around or if you came late, this session was a fucking mess. So I would highly encourage you to watch all of it, because it's just fucking wild. But that's gonna be the end. Until next time.